welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl A. Today I'm going to be talking about one of the popular series YouTube people really want, PH movie. Basically, the cast are not like very popular, but they really tried. I mean, from the locations to the scripts and the slangs, and basically this movie is just trying to promote Port Harcourt slangs and the, should I say, way of life, but like, you know what I'm trying to say. So it's a lightweight entertainment creation, and you know the movie I'm talking about, Selina Tested. It's amazing because the from the very beginning you saw the way, you know, most Nigerian movies, where not even Nigerian movies, American movies, when they're trying to change the cast, like from episode 1, where you saw the way Chiboy and Aboy, when we were running, when they bet money to do a race, and then the winner takes the money and all, you saw how they grew to 20 years later. And here, so like that, like, I love the way the movie started, and I love the slangs. I mean, for someone like me, I schooled in Port Harcourt. I've been in Port Harcourt for about 6 and counting years, so I kind of know most of the slangs. Like, I've kind of heard them. I loved the fact that I think in episode 2 or so, or episode 1, when Aboy went to challenge tallest, and the way he just carried the bottle, I'm like, two. I'm like, oh shit, nice one. And the obtaining by the girl. Personally, I've gone through that experience. I think that was in 2016 or 2015, around October. I was coming back from my friend's house at Choba. I just wanted to walk down to get my dinner and then enter bike to my lodge at Alu. And I was just walking down. Oh, some guys blocked me, and you saw that slap Toles gave to the girl. I have been a receiver of that kind of slap. I got slapped in the evening, and this one I'm telling is about 7:30 to 8. Oh, that's when this thing happened. Slapped me and collected my phone. If not for the way I ran into the road a bit, I'm so grateful that I didn't get hit by a bike. I'm thinking they would have collected my bags and everything in my bags. And see, you have to be very tough when you want to stay in Port Harcourt and mind the kind of clothes you wear and kind of things you actually do. For I'm speaking from experience here. I think I remember one of the experience I had in Abuja. I went out with a couple of my friends. I went out like to a sit out bar to eat, and then a friend of mine dropped her phone on the table, and I'm like, see, in Port Harcourt, you won't try this, because you are even here drinking. Somebody will just stretch hand and collect whatever, like collect your phone or whatever valuables on the table, and before you turn, person don't base here. So, and she was all that, we're not even finished talking, and I had my family friend there. That one is PH born and bred. Shout out to you, Rachel. Oh, she was there with me, and she's like, see, you have to be very careful, and oh, and she's like, all this Abuja reporters, and it was up to 30 minutes when we finished having a conversation. Next thing we heard people shouting and screaming. Apparently some guys came to rob, and they were with knives. Obviously nobody wants to get stabbed that night, so we all stare on it. She forgot her phone on the table, and me, based on, I'd already got into the junction. So when my friend started looking for me, she's like, where's Abigail? And she saw me walking down. She's like, I'm like, see, if not that, I didn't carry my purse, because we all came together now, and they had to like pay the bike fare. I for don't reach house. When you are staying in Port Harcourt, you have to be very sharp. So I think I derailed a bit, but I'm just trying to let you know how good, how interesting this movie was, how I enjoyed it, and how I could relate and share my experiences from what was happening. And then I love the language that they use. It's their slang now, so they obviously had to use that a lot. The script, and then there was a time they used one of Omalay's lyrics. I don't know if that's where it originated from, but like when Toles was telling the girl that I they see you how you they use your collect boy salary for artillery. Something like that. I think I've actually said it back and forth. But see, when I heard that from Toles, I was like, oh shit, but I got to the wall. And then, you know, this thing, what's his name? The band says on Nigerian Idol, when it's like your face show, your shoes shine. I don't know where maybe he learned it from Selina Tested, or if he had watched Selina Tested. But when I kept hearing your face show, your shisha, I'm like, hey, 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 hey. So yeah, the cast, the crew, the costume, the cinematographer, the editor, and everybody, they really did very well in this. And seeing that this movie was over a year ago, I just started watching it though. I think I even started watching it. I was in a cab. I think I was in PH like a month ago, and inside the cab the cab driver was watching it. I'm like, what's this guy watching? And when I entered, I was like, because I sat in front, I'm like, okay, you dey flex, so you dey drive, you dey watch film. And he just laughed. He was like, when he doesn't have passengers, that's when he just watches it. But I'm like, okay, no problem. And I looked at the screen. He was watching it on YouTube. Selina Tested. I'm like, okay. And then that same day, I was with a friend, Gardens, and he was telling me I should try and do a review on Selina Tested. I'm like, okay. I don't like at that point in time, my brain didn't go that it was the same movie we was talking about. So later on, I was like, let me watch the Selina Tested. And with the way it was, see, I feel like I actually lived in Rivers, you would understand some kind of things they say with the abobi, bani, all that. Like if you have stayed in Port Harcourt, it won't be a new thing to you. You will really understand this movie. So basically, this movie is interesting. Very, very, very interesting. I won't lie. It was. And to think it's a Nigerian production and their hands are not really strong. And they did a very nice job like this. See, thumbs up to them. Shares to them. Okay, guys, try and see Selina Tested. It's on YouTube. Just type Selina Tested and make sure it's on lightweight. Click on it. You watch from season one. Sorry, from episode 1 to I think it's ended in episode 23 or episode 22. But yeah, it's been aired since a year ago, and they give an appreciation, a thank you appreciation for all that. And then they have some other things on the channel about the suit going on Rivers and the rest of them. So yeah, they did a very good job. Praise Manucci. Did a very good job. Cheers to him. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And watch this video and watch Selina Tested. You won't regret it. I love you all. Bye.